Hi, I'm Tony Fole. The other day a friend of mine dropped by with this oil pump from fairly ancient Honda that he's preparing for the track, and he wants to increase the oil flow from it. To do this, he bought a pair of wider gears. The new gear, this one, you can see is visibly wider than the original one, which is only 4.5 millimeters across. So there's a 2.5 millimeter difference between the two. Obviously that won't fit into the standard housing. This video looks at the solution I came up with to fit the wider gears. Well, this is the inside part of the oil pump. There's the inlet passage here, and the outlet passage from the pump comes down here. The gears fit on this fixed pin, and then the other one is keyed onto the driving shaft. I don't have the key in at the moment, so it's not turning. These two gears sit just a fraction under flush with this surface. When we've got the thicker gears on here, they stand proud of this face by about 2.5 millimeters. So the problem is what to do to get an extra 2.5 millimeters depth for the gears. The most obvious answer would be to mill this part out, but then the thickness here for the bearing for this and also the support for the peg would be too thin, and it wouldn't give enough support. So perhaps the next obvious answer would be to mill this out to take the extra depth of the two gears. The problem with that is also again of one of thickness. You can see here it's quite thin. If I took 2.5 millimeters extra out of this, it would only leave about 2.5 millimeters of support, which would soon wear out with this rotating in it. So that wasn't the solution. So what I decided then was to make another one of these end plates, complete from new, but make it thicker and have this recessed for the gears. That's what we've got here. Now, the first thing to do with something like this, we've got to have a cover, and we've got these two holes, one that goes over this fixed peg and one that goes over the driving shaft. The center distance between these two holes has to be quite precise, otherwise it's not going to fit back on over those two pegs. So the center distance has to be measured quite precisely. Now, one way of doing that, if I measure the diameter of these shafts or pegs, it's just a touch under 9 millimeters, that one, and the same there. So we just call that 9 millimeters. If I measure the distance, the outer distance between those two pegs, I get just a fraction under 27.5. Now if I take away 9 millimeters from that, I get just a touch under 18.5. So sometimes if you're close to a number, you can make the assumption as to what the designers intended when this was originally designed, and it's just a few hundredths of a millimeter less than 18.5. So I assumed to start with that the center distance was intended by the designer to be 18.5, and then I did a test piece here where I drilled and reamed two 9 millimeter holes 18.5 millimeters apart, so I could try a test fitting, and it went on perfectly. So I knew that the center distance there that I could work with was 18.5. The next thing then was to make two circular grooves to take to take the gears, but it was very important that the diameter only just gave the merest clearance on the tip of the teeth, otherwise that would be a path for oil leakage and the pumping efficiency would be down, and that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to increase the pumping efficiency, so that would be a bad thing. There are several ways to go about cutting out these holes for the gears. I decided that what I would do is use a smaller cutter and rotate it around like so. We need a CNC milling machine for that. Fortunately my Bridgeport is so equipped, and by going around like this, it's called circular interpolation, I was able to cut out these grooves. This is a test piece that I did for that before ruining a proper piece. Because the diameter was so critical on here to avoid leakage, I started off with the diameter smaller and did some test fits with the gears and gradually just kept increasing the diameter of the circular interpolation, and then finally added on some extra oil pass here, because there's no point increasing the pumping capacity of the gears up here and being left with the size oil channels that were originally designed for the original width gears. So in this piece, as well as doing the piece for the gears to fit in, I did a mirror image of the passageways in this piece. And before doing the real thing, I did a test. That's what we've got on here. So here we are with the video of doing this. I took several passes so that the final one would be a very fine cut. Well, we've got the material mounted in the milling machine. It's all ready for the first of probably 3 cuts at different depths. And so let's push the start button and see what happens. First, I'll give it a bit of a coating of WD-40 around where we're going to cut. WD-40 works well with cutting aluminium. Firstly is cutting out the recesses for the gears. That's the second one done. Now it's about to go off and cut the passageways for the oil. First of all, the suction side. This is going to be the final cut, 2.5 millimeters deep. Now it's time for a bit of measuring and fitting to make sure that it's satisfactory. The outside shape was pretty simple, so rather than set up the mill to cut that out, I decided to use the bandsaw and then use the linear to smooth it off afterwards. And now for the finishing off on the linear. There's another problem to overcome here. Obviously the length of these shafts were designed to match up with the original end cover on here. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but this shaft from the driving gear actually sticks out beyond this piece by a couple millimeters or so, which gave a little bit of extra length for the thicker end cover. Now, to gain as much extra length as I could on here, because I'm looking for about 2.5 millimeters, on here there was a little wear washer that was fitted. That was over 1 millimeter thick. Well, I replaced that with this one, which is less than 0.5 millimeter thick. So that gained me nearly an extra millimeter of length on here. And also there's a retaining circlip groove on here, which originally had a small circlip, but it also had another wear washer behind it. And by using this larger type of clip, it took the place of the washer as well as the clip. So that gave me an extra amount of space on here. So when the cover was on, the circlip groove was just right to fit on here. All I lost was about 0.5 millimeter. The thickness of the original one here, which had the bearing for the drive shaft, was 5 millimeters. I managed to get an engagement of 4.5 millimeters, so I thought that was pretty good. I milled this groove in here as it is, because that makes it dead easy to pop the clip on. And there we have it. Well, that's it. The job's done. So now my friend has got an updated oil pump with 7 millimeter wide gears instead of 4.5 millimeter wide gears. Until next time, goodbye. If you like this video or any of the others, please share, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click the button to receive updates of any other videos. Thanks for watching.